But tell me a little bit about that. Like, is that a bad thing? I mean, some people are going to be like, well, this is what I like to do. This is my craft. I enjoy what I do, and it's not a bad thing, but if you want to do something bigger, right? What do you think? How do you think about that?
So it's interesting. I think sometimes there's this idea that you have to scale, you have to grow. If you're not looking to go out there and be a decacorn of a company, with a $10 billion plus valuation, like what are you even doing, right? And yeah, if that's what you want, if you want to serve the population of planet Earth and they're all your customer, sure, go for it. But for most of us, we don't need that, right? So what you want to do is look at what the goal is that you have for lifestyle for later in life and so on. So I had a friend of mine who, when we first met, as a business owner, he had a call center for his business. The first floor was all of his setters. The second floor is all of his closers. And he had like 70 to 80 people on each floor. He was running a large operation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Doing a tremendous amount of business, getting inbound phone calls, making outbound phone calls, and closing deals all day long. That's also a really large payroll, a lot of high ticket sales, a very high volume. And he moved on from that business to have a much, much smaller business with like 5 people. And he was a much happier person with a smaller business, more leveraged, and doing things in a smarter way. So bigger isn't always better. And so when you look at things, chasing a gross revenue number or a headcount number or something like that, you've got to ask yourself, what is it you want from that? If one of your goals is providing jobs in your community, which is a wonderful thing, and so you're looking to create those opportunities, then absolutely go for the headcount, right? Because you're providing jobs.
Mm.
If your goal is to have a certain profit margin, then your gross number becomes less important than watching what that profit line is. And one of the challenges I see with entrepreneurs sometimes is they look at the money coming out of the business to themselves as the owner, and forget that there's a difference between what they get paid for the time they put into their company and the benefit they get by being the owner of the company. And you can separate those in your mind as like your W-2 wages, right, versus your owner distributions.